everybody. My name is James, and I was around when the word came down that there was gold in the Klondike, and I was one of the first ones up there. Now, in those days, people were getting on steamers and coming from Washington State because the stampede of people because of the gold. And so a lot of them were what they call Cheechako. They didn't know what it was like in the far north. They didn't understand what you had to wear and what you had to bring with you. And many of them died along the trail. They call it the Cheechako Trail. And you had to climb up and up and up what they call the Golden Stairs, the Cheechako Pass, to get to where the gold was. And you had to bring a certain amount of supplies with you, and if you didn't, you had to go back and get more and bring them up, because the Canadians would only allow you to come in with the right amount of supplies. But many of them still died, and many of them, their horses fell to their death. They call it Dead Horse Pass. And today, even, you can go on the Yukon Railroad from Skagway, Alaska, and see where the historical mining fields are, and where the horses fell, and where many men and women died. And many men also made their fortunes giving services to the gold miners. And they still, even today, gold mine in Dawson City, Yukon Territory in Canada. They live off gold there in the wintertime, and then tourism in the summer. So if you ever want to go visit a true gold mining town, come to Alaska and then drive up to Dawson City, Yukon Territory. It's about a 12-hour drive. So one of the most famous poets is Robert Service from the Yukon. He was here for a few years. I'm going to read one of his poems, at least just a few lines. Hope you enjoy it. I strolled up Old Bonanza, where I staked in '98, a purpose to revisit the old plain. I kept thinking mightily sadly of the funny ways of fate, and the lads who once were with me in the game. Poor boys, they're down and outers, and there's scarcely one today can show a dozen colors in his poke. And me, I'm still prospecting, old and battered, gaunt and gray, and I'm looking for a grub stake, and I'm broke. I strolled up Old Bonanza, the same old moon looked down, the same old landmarks seemed to yearn to me, but the cabins all were silent, and the flat, once like a town, was mighty still and lonesome like to see. There were piles and piles of tailings where we toiled with pick and pan, and turning round a bend I heard a roar, and there a giant gold ship of the very newest plan was tearing chunks of pay dirt from the shore. For once you've panned the speckled sand and seen the bonny dust, its peerless brightness blinds you like a spell. It's little else you care about. You go because you must, and you feel that you could follow it to hell. Well, if you have a great day, Greetings from Alaska.